In order to truly change, you have to be the person that you're seeking. Khadijah, what exactly does that mean? What do you mean, be the person that I'm seeking? Well, what I mean is instead of looking outside of yourself, look inside of yourself. What is it exactly that you're looking for? Are you looking for inspiration? Be it. Are you looking for encouragement and someone to be there for you when you're feeling lonely? Be that person. But be that person for yourself. Sometimes we become so comfortable with seeking outside sources for the things that, if we really sit within ourselves and sit by ourselves, we can really solve ourselves. Yes, it's easy to grab a religious text. It's easy to listen to a sermon. It's easy to pet an animal. It's easy to do all of those things to cope. And I'm not saying not to do those things, but what I am saying is to get comfortable being uncomfortable and acknowledge what that being uncomfortable truly feels like to you. Because the more uncomfortable that you can feel in you being uncomfortable in the first place, the easier it is for you to navigate through that tough space. I'm not saying this just because, oh, well, this is just something coming out of my head and I'm just making this up. No, I'm saying this as somebody who goes through things, who deals with depression, anxiety, and really winter depression too. It's not fun. It never really is. It's not fun to sit in the darkness and to feel blind and not know what the next step looks like, especially when you love organization and you love to plan things out. It's not fun when you fall into this dark hole and this deep hole of depression and you have no idea how you even got there in the first place. And so when people are asking you what's wrong, you really don't know, but you just keep crying. Yeah, I get it. And don't think just because I'm a leadership and personal development coach that I don't go through it. Look, listen, I stopped the cap a long time ago. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to pretend that we are all just this perfect kumbaya type of coaches. No, we all go through it. The only difference is some of them are vulnerable enough to say it, like myself, and others will just blank face and remain strong. But I think we're past that time. I think we're past the time where we feel like, oh my gosh, that person is so perfect. No, that person has just continued to work on themselves. That person has just chosen a higher thought. That person has decided they want to go to the next level no matter what. It doesn't mean that person doesn't get angry. It doesn't mean that person doesn't feel. It doesn't mean that that person doesn't have shortcomings. But what it does mean is that they chose the higher path because they knew in order for them to get to where they wanted to get to, they had to be the higher and best version of themselves. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do.